Good morning, Internet. Good morning, Internet. Good morning, Internet. It is Eric, the Big E Arnold, coming to you from the Sports Barn here in frigid eastern Pennsylvania. I think it's about probably 15, well, maybe 20 here in the Sports Barn. Damn cold, but you know who's not cold? This guy. This guy's hot. Well, at least for 24 hours. Big day today, big day. Let me show you what we got here. We've got a couple picks for you for Thursday's slate. Old business, let's get right into that. Talk about the old business here. All these oddball games, damn near everyone's a winner. 6-1. Are you kidding me? I feel like doing a little dance. I am going to do a little dance. I have no music because YouTube won't let me have any, but I'm going to do a little dance anyway. Hartford, winner. Outright as a 6-point dog. Duquesne kicks the shit out of Billy Lang and the St. Joe's Hawks. 18-point winner. Winthrop. Goodbyes, Tubby Smith. Loser for Tubby Smith. Winner for me. East Tennessee State gets it done on the road at Greensboro, 64-57. Marist, I don't even know why I picked this game. Outright winner as 12.5-point dogs, 70-58. Down here, San Diego State stays undefeated, somehow gets up and covers this huge number, 72-52. Winner. Only loser on the board is UNLV. They lost 73-66. Hey, I'm happy as hell. I feel good. Let's talk a little bit about these numbers. I think this is a good time to have a discussion about the point spreads and whatnot, and what they mean and where they come from. The point spreads generally, and again, this is my observation. There's a lot of people out there that know more about this stuff than I do. I would call them experts. I do not consider myself an expert. I'd like to become an expert. We'll see what happens. But it appears that the numbers get posted around mid-afternoon the day before the game. So those numbers, as they gradually get posted, appear at more and more sports books before all the sports books then have a number on the game. I generally, as I'm doing my work, I'll put whatever number I see on the internet down once I figure, hey, I think this is a play. So I use that number. And then I come out here with my little notebook with that number written down. And then I check it on the internet. Believe it or not, we have internet connection out here in the Sports Barn. I myself can barely believe that. But we do. I double check the number at midnight. What time is it right now? Around 10 after 12. So I double check the number, and that's the number that gets written on the board. Now, unfortunately, for the moment, these videos, there's a lag between the time I'm talking to that camera and the time that me speaking into the camera gets put onto the internet. So in that couple of hours there, the numbers can move around. So if you're doing your math here, you're saying, hey, that says 7. That says 7, and I'm pretty good at math. 73 minus 66 is 7. So why do you lose? Shouldn't that be a tie? Looking at the numbers last night before I started talking, I verified that. At least 2 different sports books had that at 7. I think by the time I was done talking, that 7 was down to 6.5. It didn't stay at 7, that's for sure. It didn't stay all the way overnight. I didn't see any place, double checking it just now, that it was 7 in the morning. You know, I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to kind of fudge the numbers. I don't want some word to get around. Well, that guy Arnold, he just cheats. He just makes up numbers that don't exist and then calls them winners. He cheats. I don't want to cheat. I want to pick legitimate winners. So we'll just take the L here because 7 was the top of the top of the top of that number, which was there for maybe an hour and then it was gone for good. So we'll say it was, I mean, this game I think ended up tipping off around 5.5. A number of these games moved in my direction, which makes me feel good because that means I got it cheaper than most people did, and probably means I was on the right side of the game. Duquesne, I think that went off at 8. East Tennessee State, that was down to 1.5. I saw it at 1 in some places. Marist, that was down to 10, 10.5, 11. This is one that moved against me. I knew that number was too damn high. That dropped all the way down to around 15, 15.5. So the smart money moved against me there, and maybe we got lucky, but that was a winner. So there's a discussion about what these numbers mean. Right now the number I'm happy about is this one right there. 7 wins, 3 losses since I started doing these videos. You just have one big day and it takes care of a lot of things. So that was yesterday, which happened just hours ago. I'm going to take a breath here and have a drink. Yeah, there's beer in here, absolutely. You go 6-1, I think I deserve a Miller Lite. I'm of age. I've got my AARP card. I think I'm allowed to have one. Well, let me put my video production hat on here. Let's talk about that. What did I do today, video production wise? Well, I called the cable company and we tried to speed up our connection because that marathon video last night, what was it, 36 some minutes? If you sat through that whole thing, God bless you. Where I explained all these picks. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to shorten these things up. But I had our speed up. Let's see if that matters. What my fear is that YouTube only accepts the videos at a certain speed, and it doesn't matter what kind of upload speed you have. So I'm going to find that out in an hour when I go to upload this one. And I'm hoping that it goes faster because I'm getting to bed at 3, 4 in the morning, and I just don't have enough time to go through now and get you winners. The day is only so long, and believe it or not, I actually have other things to do rather than just pour over sports scores all day long. So I'm hoping that we start economizing our time a little bit, but we'll do the best we can. I think the sound on the last 2 videos sucked. I'm not sure what happened there. I think I had the microphone down here a little further, and I could barely hear myself. I had to put the sound all the way up to hear me. So I'm hoping that this is a much better, clearer sound than what I had yesterday. But again, Rome wasn't built in a day. So there's my notes on my production values here at the Big E Studios. So let's talk sports again. I've got a handful of games here for you for Thursday's slate. I think what we're going to do, we're going to have one more video before the Saturday. There's a huge slate of games on Saturday, as there always are. And I definitely want to get you a number of games for Saturday. I'm going to have the NFL picks too, so you definitely want to tune into the next video. I know you guys like to watch me come up here and make a fool of myself or what have you, or just listen to me talk. But I actually want to try to give you, I was telling my wife that tonight, it's like, God damn it, my little system just keeps spitting out these off-the-wall games. If you put a gun to my head and said, where are you going to be able to watch Marist versus Fairfield? I wouldn't know. I mean, maybe, there's 3 kids from the Marist AV Club with a handheld video camera taping the game, and maybe they've got their own YouTube channel, but I wouldn't know where to get that game. Anyway, so I want to try to find at least some games that are on TV, give you something to watch. Give me something to watch. I mean, let's face it, me. I want to watch these games. But we're going to definitely have the NFL. So I feel good about my NFL abilities. We were 60% over the last 2 years. Again, you didn't see me do any of this. So this could be all a lie. This could all be fake news. It's not, but it could be. It's not, but you don't know me. So trust but verify. You know who said that? Ronald Reagan. That's right. Okay, so new business. So this video is in 30 minutes. Louisiana Tech versus Texas San Antonio. This is out of the Conference USA. Conference USA. Who's in Conference USA? Well, that's Conference Marshall's in. If you like Marshall. I know at least one subscriber is a Marshall fan. And let me look at my notes. All right. So it looks like we got a good team here versus a not very good team, and the not very good team is at home, a situation we like. We figure we're going to have a small, uninspired crowd there Thursday night. This is a team that's on a roll. They had a big win last time out. Their last outing, they've had a good defensive effort, kept the other team to a low score. This team last time out, the opponent scored lots of points on them. In those situations, we like the team that plays defense. We just think they're less susceptible to mistakes. So here, we like Louisiana Tech. All right, and now, this game, this is the Colonial. And the Colonial, we've got North Carolina, Wilmington, 5-12 at a 316 Ken Pomeroy ranking, which sucks. They're getting 12.5 points at William and Mary. William and Mary's 11-5, and they are at 153. Well, let's not beat around the bush. We like Wilmington, and we like them a lot. Why? Well, William and Mary's just been going gangbusters. I mean, they're having a hell of a season. I have to look it up. I'm not sure that's one of those teams that I can't remember if they broke their NCAA tournament drought last year or what happened there. But it's one of those teams that if they've ever made the tournament, I don't remember when. So I'm going to have to double check that one. At any rate, they beat 2 very good teams in their conference last week on the road, over the weekend. So they are smoking hot. Now they're coming home, and you got the weak sister. So this is a perfect spot for these guys to take a break and just kind of coast. The weak sister, they played pretty hard the last time they played. They lost, but they played hard. William and Mary, the last win they had, it looked like they shot the ball just really, really well, but it didn't look like they played much defense. This is from the box score. I didn't actually watch the game, but I'm making certain assumptions from box scores. So we like Wilmington, and this is going to be our first 3-star play in college basketball. That's how much we like this game. 3 asterisks. One of you asked me a question Who is this? They asked me. Carol S. Arnold, Memorial Whiteboard. Well, he's my uncle. He passed away this past May. He taught history at Twin Valley High School in Elverson, Pennsylvania for 30 years. And one of his favorite things to say was 16 asterisks. If he even had a point to make on his in his history, I always thought his tests were easy because whatever he said would had 16 asterisks on it. That was on the test. 16 asterisks, Mr. Smith. Whatever. Wave. That's waving me old bloody shirt. That's a reference to a history point from the 1880s. 16 asterisks. We're not going to take your time and write out 16 different asterisks, but we're only going to put 3, and that's our top rating. So we like that one a lot. I mean, top rating, what does that mean to me? Well, I'm hitting them around 61.7%. So, I'm thinking that's at least a 60%. It's college basketball. We don't have much of a track record in this yet. So, I'm not pushing you. I'm not saying go put your money on Wilmington, bet the house, because I don't want you coming and burning down my barn. So, you govern yourself accordingly. You're an adult. Well, you should be an adult. If you're a child, don't bet. Last game. Coastal Carolina, 10-6, 150, getting 4 points at Texas State, 8-8. This is the Sun Belt. I didn't write. I ran out of time. I ran out of time. I was writing this game down in my notebook as my wife drove up the driveway, and dinner was served, and then I just did not. So I rationale for this. I'm not even sure. I'm sure it's probably something similar to these other games. That this is a team we think is just a little underrated. And they're going on a road to a not very crowded arena. We know Coastal Carolina, at least probably a good portion of our audience of maybe a dozen people, is from Myrtle Beach. So we'll pick this one for them. So perhaps they'll be able to get this game on their TV. I don't think anyone else will. So there you have it. That's what we have for you this evening. I don't think I have a whole lot more to say on this matter tonight. I'm happy, real happy. I'll sleep good tonight. I'll sleep well tonight. I forgot him on the internet, and I'd like to use proper grammar where I can. Unless I'm really excited, then I may just lapse into whatever I want to say. But 7-3, 7-3. That's not bad. That's not bad. In fact, that's pretty damn good. All right then. Till sometime before Saturday. That'll be the next video. I don't know when it's going to go up. But from me to you, good morning.